If your mind gets louder the exact moment life gets harder, you are not alone. Most people think the ultimate goal is to eliminate stress completely. But let's be honest, that is almost impossible. The real key isn't running away from stress, it is training your brain to stay useful while stress is happening. When you face racing thoughts, overthinking, or sudden decision fatigue, generic advice like just relax or think positive simply does not work. You need actionable, practical strategies that work in real time. Here are 7 science-backed ways to train your brain to handle stress better under pressure. Rule number 1. Give your stress a job. Stop asking, how do I get rid of this feeling? The moment your heart beats faster before a presentation, your brain interprets that sensation as a threat. But physiological activation is not automatically danger. It is mobilized energy. Instead of fighting the feeling, reframe it. Ask yourself, what is this response preparing me to do? If you are nervous before an interview, your body is mobilizing energy to retrieve information quickly. If you are anxious before a deadline, your system is trying to help you prioritize. When you tell your brain, my system is getting me ready to focus, you transform vague panic into functional clarity. Rule number 2. Build a not now reflex. Some thoughts deserve your attention, but they do not deserve it right this second. When a stressful thought appears during work, dinner, or driving, trying to suppress it only makes it louder. Instead of suppressing the thought, assign it a future appointment. Tell yourself, not now, I will deal with this at 6:30 p.m., and actually write it down. This is different from avoidance. You are not telling your brain that the thought is forbidden. You are giving it repeated evidence that every issue does not require an immediate, panic-driven response. Rule number 3. Shift from why to what. When things go wrong, the human mind tends to spiral into endless why loops. Why is this happening to me? Why can't I handle this? Why did they say that? These questions rarely lead to practical solutions. They only prolong distress. Force a pivot to action-oriented what questions. Ask yourself, what exactly happened? What do I need right now? What is the very next variable I can influence? This small linguistic change redirects your cognitive bandwidth away from emotional explanations and straight toward practical control. Rule number 4. Stop adding the second stressor. In most difficult situations, the primary stressor is manageable. A missed deadline, a tough critique, or a minor mistake. What actually causes emotional breakdown is the second stressor you add on top of it. You miss a deadline, and then you attack your own capability. Someone criticizes you, and you replay the conversation for 3 hours. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, stop and ask, what am I adding to this situation that is not actually happening right now? Cut off the self-inflicted second layer, and the primary problem becomes far easier to solve. Rule number 5. Lower your decision. Count high stress days consume a massive amount of mental energy. When you know you are heading into a demanding situation, protect your cognitive capacity by eliminating unnecessary choices. Decide what you will wear, what you will eat, and what your first task will be the night before. This is not just about productivity. It is about saving your brain's bandwidth for the actual challenge ahead. Spending energy deciding what to have for breakfast when you have a critical presentation in 2 hours is a waste of mental fuel. Simplify the routine so your brain can stay sharp for what truly matters. Rule number 6. Rehearse recovery, not perfection. Most people mentally prepare for big events by visualizing everything going perfectly. But when a minor detail strays from the plan, panic sets in. Instead of rehearsing flawless performance, rehearse your recovery. Imagine stumbling over a sentence, receiving an unexpected question, or facing a sudden delay, and then visualize yourself taking a deep breath and calmly taking the next useful step. Training your brain to know that a mistake is not the end of the world builds real resilience. It teaches your mind that even if things go wrong, you have a clear path back to control. Rule number 7. Train the skill of returning. A resilient brain is not one that never feels anxious or off track. Resilience is simply how quickly you catch yourself spiraling and bring your attention back to the present moment. Every single time you catch your mind wandering into worst-case scenarios and gently pull it back to what you are doing right now, that is a successful mental repetition. You are actively building a physical pathway back to calm. Managing stress is not about becoming an emotionless robot. It is about learning how to navigate the storm without losing control of the wheel. Pick 2 of these techniques today. Practice them when the stakes are low, and build the muscle before you need it. Thank you for listening.